YouTube, what is going on, y'all? All right, man, today's video I'm gonna give a complete honest review of the beta so far, man. So after playing all weekend, man, that's all. I haven't touched Warzone at all. I've just been playing the beta, and I think overall I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think the first thing that comes to mind in terms of we'll break it down on like pros and cons. So we'll start with the pros, man. First, like the look and feel of this game is incredible. Like the graphics are really good. It looks really really good, even though I'm still just on PS5, so I can't wait to try it out on PC. I bet you it's gonna feel even better. But it's pretty smooth. The guns look great, sound great, all that good stuff. That is definitely a pro, but something I don't really care about that much. I much more prefer good gameplay, which a lot of good gameplay in Call of Duty comes from the maps, man. And these maps are really good. They've went back to a traditional like 3-lane kind of map with flank routes, cutoff points, choke points, if you will. And to me, that is a huge reason why I hated Modern Warfare 2019. The maps on Modern Warfare 2019 at launch were terrible. They were just random as hell. A lot of verticality involved in them. They were just clusterfucks. So I'm truly glad to see them go back to the traditional 3-lane map, which is really what make Call of Duty so much fun, fast-paced, all that stuff. Even though we've only played on what 4 maps now, they took out the museum map, which I was actually really enjoying. They took that one out for whatever reason and put in the hotel map, which is, I'm on the fence about that one. The spawn points on that one I think are kind of random, but the other two, the Mercado Las Almas and the farm map, I think is also really good. Traditional 3-lane maps, yeah, I love them. Another huge pro to MW2 so far, and I hope they keep it in the full game, is how fast you level up your guns, bro. Like, I'm talking about, I leveled up a full gun, a gun to the max in 1 or 2 games, max. Like, it was incredible. It was such a good, fresh feeling coming off Vanguard and Cold War and MW 2019, where it would take like six hours to level up a gun. All right, so now let's move on to the cons. And there's no like detrimental cons to the game. Like, all these cons can be tweaked by the time the full game comes out to make this a 10 out of 10 Call of Duty. I promise y'all that. Nothing in this game is like completely broken to where it's like, oh, the game's chalked. Everything can be tweaked because they're all minor changes, because the foundation of Modern Warfare 2 so far is absolutely incredible. One of the best CODs we've had in a very long time. That being said, there is always room for improvement, and these are my like top of the list, the biggest priority changes that need to be made. One being the TTK. The TTK is way too fast. I feel like it's even faster than MW 2019. I don't know. I could be faded. I could be just so used to PC, and I have a little bit of input delay on PS5. My feel of the game could be jaded by that, but I think overall the TTK is just way too fast, especially for how slow the movement is, right? So they took slide canceling out, stuff like that. The weapons are really freaking slow. Even the submachine guns have insanely slow sprint to fire speeds, in my opinion. I feel like it's just that part of the movement is just too clunky for how fast the TTK is. Because right now, with the game, the way the game sits right now, is if somebody is just sitting pre-aiming, no matter how good of a player you are, right? You have absolutely no chance to outplay them because of the TTK being so fast. I think an adjustment can be made to that. One, you could just raise the TTK by a few bullets, and I think that would be good. But if they don't want to raise the TTK, I think they need to adjust the sprint to fire times, the movement speed, the base movement speed of guns, and the sprint to fire time of guns. So that way I at least have a chance coming from a sprint to take somebody off of a pre-aim. Another con is definitely the mini-map, man. We have not had a traditional mini-map for a few years now, I think, in Call of Duty, where if you shoot an unsuppressed weapon, you ping on the mini-map as a red dot. I know in Vanguard they at least put a perk that you had to throw on to counter that. So far in this beta, there is no counter to it at all. There are no pings on the mini-map unless you have a UAV. In my opinion, it kind of sucks, and it is another way that you can counter the pre-aim strength in this game, right? So if you don't want to mess with the TTK or the sprint to fire speeds on these guns, at least make them ping on a minimap. If somebody's just sitting in a corner holding an angle, you can at least be ready for it, you know? And on top of that, the footsteps are, I get it, we've been complaining about footstep audio for years now, and now they're so loud. So I feel like we need to find a happy middle ground with not being able to hear footsteps at all, and now being able to hear somebody walking across the map. But this also ties into the TTK of the game, so this promotes people to just kind of sit in one corner, sound whore, and just pre-aim an angle when they hear somebody coming around. My biggest gripe with the whole minimap TTK footstep audio is that during the COD Next, the developers were saying that they tried to make the game suitable for all playstyles, right? I think they said that the rusher, the sentinel, which would be a camper, and then the one other one, I forget what they were saying. That those three things are complete cap, because right now, as of the way the game is right now, the only playstyle that is consistently successful is the sentinel, the camper. Because like I said earlier, the sprint to fire speeds are so bad, the footsteps are so loud. If you're running around the map, if you're sprinting around the map, you're gonna get just absolutely deleted by somebody sitting on a pre-aim head glitch. So I think, again, everything can be changed with just a couple tweaks to the overall game to actually make it suitable for all playstyles, because they're on the right track. They just have one of the playstyles is heavily favored in the beta so far, but again, just slight tweaks and every playstyle could be suitable. Probably the biggest con for me, man, is no nuke, right? So I play to absolutely sweat my brains out and try to go on a 25 or 30 kill streak, whatever they might make the nuke this year. And I went on a 25, got no nuke. I saw FaZe Booyah went on a 30, he got no nuke. So for me personally, that kind of ruins the replayability of multiplayer for me, because since Warzone has dropped, it's pretty much just I use multiplayer to level guns, grind the camos, and then if there's no nuke, there's really no reason for me to play that. I'm just ready to drop into Warzone, you know what I mean? So that's definitely more of a selfish con for me, but I know that doesn't have a huge impact on a big chunk of the player base. But I would really love it if they added a nuke in, especially if they're going to drop Ground War, because that instance between when Modern Warfare 2 drops and the few weeks we have until Warzone 2 drops, I'm going to be grinding the camos, playing a lot of Ground War. I would absolutely love for there to be a nuke in the game, because that would make it so much fun. All right, then another con I have is the new perk system. Now, I'm not saying the new perk system is an overall just a big L. It's just, I think it could be presented better, right? Like here on the perk package menu, it doesn't show you, this just says earned and match, but it doesn't tell you how it's earned and matched. So I still don't really know how I get these perks. Like, I don't know. I know it's like a timer, right? But I don't know if I can knock time off of that timer by getting kills, playing objective. I truly don't know. I just know that sometimes I look down, I have the perks, and sometimes I don't. So I feel like they should better explain it on the perk package screen, just to give people like a better understanding of what they're getting into when they're looking, picking their perks. All right, and then adding on to the perks, this will be the only time I get a little vulgar when I'm giving criticism. Infinity Ward, listen to me right now. This perk right here, bullshit. There should not be no chance to go into last stand in multiplayer, especially because I saw you can res multiple times. So if you get that res off and then you go get killed again, you still have the ability to res. That's not even like that in Warzone, bruh. Take this out of the game. This has no place in the game whatsoever. And then the very last con is like just like a timing thing, a pace thing, where when you die and you get that kill cam respawn delay, where you watch the kill cam and then it like zooms in from the top. It's like, bro, that is so unnecessary. Get me back into action. Yeah, man, that is my honest review of MW2. I think it has the potential to be an incredible game. Like, it's already more than halfway there. If I were to rate this game right now, I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10, because the foundation of this game feels incredible even on console. And I think with a few minor tweaks, man, this game could be absolutely incredible. Like I said, nothing is completely broken about this game. The maps are good, and that's the basis of Call of Duty, where it comes from, right? Where a good Call of Duty comes from. The maps are good, and the foundation of the game is good. A few tweaks, this game is great. I want y'all to go down in the comments, tell me what you guys have been feeling about the beta. Let me know if you guys agree with me, agree with me. If there's something you feel that could be improved that I didn't touch on, let me know down in the comments. Again, though, be constructive. I see a lot of people on the internet just absolutely slandering developers. That shit ain't gonna change nothing. Cursing devs out and just saying, oh, the game's trash, bro, that's not helping nothing, bro. Give the devs constructive criticism and a way to improve a mechanic or gameplay element that you might not like. If you just say, oh, this shit is trash, well, give them something that they can improve it on. You ain't helping nothing just by saying that. At the end of the day, man, we're all Call of Duty fans. We want Call of Duty to be great. So give the devs constructive feedback to make the game great. Yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the gameplay. I'm really excited to play on PC. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.